With golf, you're out there, you're on your own. You know, there's no one you can hide behind. You have to go out there and perform. It's funny looking at myself like this. This was like one of my earliest photos that I have, playing in a little junior event. I started when I was 7 years old and my dad took me to the local driving range. He was actually playing golf with my granddad when my mum was going into labour with me. So he used to play every week and he was quite into golf himself and football. Me being the oldest child and quite into sport, he thought, well, I'll take her down with me and we can try and hit some balls together. I loved anything to do with like hitting a ball. Trying to just hit it as hard as I could. Just repeat that. Just repeat, repeat, repeat all the time. And that's what golf is, just doing a repetitive motion all the time. And I joined a kids club and I was like the only girl, I think, in the group. Obviously men hit it a lot further than women, so when they're hitting it 100 yards further than you as a 10, 12-year-old, I think that was hard to kind of get into golf that way. But I saw it as a challenge, trying to outdrive the boys and things like that. But I think it's great that there's even just like girls-only clubs, and I think it makes them feel a bit more comfortable, and it's all like on the up, for sure.
It's very chilled, very relaxed, so do not worry about the outcome, okay? We're going to start with some putting then. So back to the basics. Close. That was close.
I think accessibility to the sport is really important. I'd never stepped out onto a course because I always thought it was a prestigious place to be.
It would be really nice for it to be more normal for young girls to get into golf, because it's not just the sport aspect, but it's also the mental skill set that it gives you.
Especially when you start playing and you realise how hard it is.
When I was 10, I remember getting a phone call from the England squad. That was kind of the first time I thought, oh, okay, maybe I'm getting okay at this. I left school at 16 and played 2 years of amateur events and then turned pro at 18.
How she paints the picture of this Sunday evening is up to her.
I remember playing and just thinking, this is the best tournament in the world.
Contact is good.
I just dreamed of winning it and dreamed of being a part of it and playing as many as possible.
And Georgia Hall wins her first major championship at the tender age of 22.
It's about an hour afterwards, probably one of the biggest days of my life, so yeah, great picture to have.
With Dad on the bag.
I think it took me about a year to actually realise that I've properly won it. A lot of things have changed since then. Before 2019, we played on some golf courses that I think were a little bit questionable. The facilities we had as players, I mean, the food was fine. I remember when I won it in 2018, they were showing it at like midnight. Obviously the prize fund for us is just so much different from when I won it. I've really seen the transition in everything. I think that everything's just gotten a lot better over the past 4 or 5 years, especially since AIG's involvement in 2019. They became title sponsor. The Players' Lounge is just tripled in size, so you can have so many more support staff with you. For the gym facilities we get now are just massive. It's like an athlete kind of area. Like every little detail is considered at the event, and you can see that. Just the crowds we get now, it's got so much support. Like when I was 12 or 13, I was a member at another golf club not far away, and I was the only junior member. Obviously now it's just completely different, changed over the past 15 years. Have you found like more women members as well?
It has improved, but it's taken a long time. There weren't female golfers on the television to see. For me, it's a recent addition. You see lots of young females coming through. It must be inspiring. Like, sort of, why wouldn't it be?
I think it's really important that young girls are able to see someone who looks like them in those spaces. I think that's something that has really improved over the last couple of years.
To have this long-standing commitment from AIG for 11 years, they're very determined to make the event better for the spectators, for everyone involved. Well, they've just produced a phenomenal event, in my opinion, like the best major that we have. My hope for the future of women's game is that it just keeps growing. Golf becomes one of the biggest sports that women can play in the world. On the amateur side, just for people to see what it can give, more of the health benefit and the social benefit of things, just have more youngsters enjoy it and not think that it's kind of a traditional sport, which it's not anymore. AIG came on board, and together with what the RNA do, helping young women and girls in sport is, yeah, fantastic.